In terms of the educational environment, we know that models and mentors are useful for the reflective practitioner. A mentor is important because a mentor helps provide support and guidance for professional development. Also, a mentor demonstrates the employer's recognition and understanding of an individual's knowledge and skill development. The peer mentoring relationship also helps an individual teacher, a reflective practitioner, to develop their career much more quickly than if they're working independently. And peer mentoring has also been shown to help individuals develop their self-confidence about their role in the school. A mentor is important also because it helps an individual reflective practitioner develop their skills for critical thinking about the work that they're doing, and to develop a sense of independence and autonomy in terms of their work. And where a new teacher is joining the school, a mentor can actually help the new teacher acclimatise much more quickly into the climate and the culture of the school. A mentor is important because it helps a teacher feel more in touch socially and emotionally and professionally in terms of the culture of the school environment. And it results, therefore, in a much greater awareness of the organisation and how the organisation is functioning at all levels. It can also support networking between individuals in the group and create connections for individuals which can support both emotionally and professionally. The mentor also helps the reflective practitioner become more proactive about their work and to think critically about the approaches that they're taking, and to be proactive about maybe even changing these approaches. And therefore, what mentoring can do is to help the reflective practitioner move towards expert status much more quickly than if they're working independently. So what can you expect from a mentor? A mentor, in one sense, can take on the role of a coach. And coaching is a partnership between colleagues where one individual, the mentor, is helping the reflective practitioner develop skills and understandings about the job and the performance that they're engaged with. And therefore, what the reflective practitioner needs to expect from the mentor is that the relationship will be held together by trust. Trust is very important in terms of mentoring because trust is needed to create the climate for learning and the climate for honesty and real reflection. And with this trust, the strong bond is built between the reflective practitioner and the mentor, which means that the reflective practitioner knows that they are wholly supported and encouraged, and therefore can accept criticism and difficulties much more effectively. Another thing to expect from a mentor is feedback. The reflective practitioner needs honest feedback. Feedback which is positive, constructive, rather than just destructive. Constructive criticism is invaluable for the reflective practitioner. It's also about passing on learned behaviours. A mentor has experience of productive approaches and therefore can identify certain behaviours which the reflective practitioner can duplicate and benefit from. What you can expect from a mentor is also about ideas for replacing ineffective approaches. As a reflective practitioner, if you're engaging in certain activities which you're finding difficult and non-productive in terms of student learning, the mentor can help you identify strategies to replace these and become more productive. Constructive criticism for the reflective practitioner then is very much focused on things like behaviour and not on the individual teacher. And in this sense, the trust becomes important because it's not a personal attack. It's simply looking at what is working and what is not working. It is focused on describing effective behaviours and understanding ineffective behaviours within the team, within the organisation, and therefore is a very focused approach to reflection. It's important to remain calm, especially when reflection can be quite difficult. What constructive criticism is also is about how the reflective practitioner receives information and chooses certain pieces of information. And the quality of the relationship is also not in what is said, but also what is not said, and perhaps what is even non-verbal communication. The reflective practitioner then needs to listen very carefully from the perspective of objectivity in terms of developing their skills. And what constructive criticism does is help an individual identify the benefits of improvements in their approaches, so that they're thinking metacognitively about their work in the school. And any feedback, of course, should be balanced. It should be constructive, as well as a positive affirmation of what's gone well.